Hello YouTube, Statue Hunter 75 here. Um, Please excuse me. I'm battling through a sore throat and a head cold here, but I wanted to get this video out for you. I was recently bestowed the honor of being named an official statue reviewer for the Statue Forum at statueforum.com. Great, amazing community that I've been a part of since I've started this collecting hobby, you know, so many years ago. And excuse me, as I said, I'm sick, but I'm honored to be selected to be an official Statue Forum reviewer. And this is my first Statue Forum review as a reviewer for them, and I wanted to start it with a bang for you. So I have an amazing piece here. I'm going to say it's definitely going to be a grail, like its predecessor. This is what came in the mail today. And I am amazed that, first off, I want to tell you, I'm amazed that it wasn't damaged, because it's such an intricate piece. Because the box was kicked to shit by wonderful FedEx, that's who Pop Culture Shock Collectibles uses, and yeah, they beat the bag out of the box. I love FedEx, they're amazing. I wish they would use UPS, but anyway, nonetheless, as I said 5 seconds ago, this is from Pop Culture Shock Collectibles, one of my favorite companies. It's Jerry Macalusso's company. Of course, it's licensed by Rebellion in 2000 AD, the license holders of Judge Dredd, and this is actually Judge Death. This is the Judge Death collectible statue, and it's the exclusive, which is the Death Sentence edition. This statue is amazing. I haven't even gotten into it yet. I'm already excited. We see the front of the box. We see the side of the box. We see the back of the box with a really cool picture of Death, Judge Death there. And I got number 77 of 125. Pretty lucky number. Ray Bork, being a Bruins fan. Pop Culture Shock Collectibles, all the licensing. And if you want to pause this and read it on your own, you can certainly do that. But I am not going to read all that. So you could definitely pause it and read it. Let me show you the bottom of the box carefully, because there's... the bottom is pretty plain. So let's put the box back up. Okay. Now, let's get to the actual statue. I wanted to show you a quick size comparison of it next to the Judge Dredd diorama, which was the original grail that I was speaking of. Now, mind you, Death is a little higher because he's on that podium. So his base is on that turntable. But you can see they're pretty much the same size. They're both quarter scale. I mean, Judge Death is just such a skinny character, and Judge Dredd is like jacked and beefy. So, big differences in these characters, but I wanted to show you what they look like together. Now, this is the Death Sentence edition, so it's an exclusive, so it comes with this really gory exclusive hand with the judge that Judge Death has just killed by drilling his claws right through the skull. It's just nasty. The graphicness of it is amazing. And the paint job is impeccable. I'm afraid to handle this because it's so skinny and flimsy, but I mean, it's, you know, it's polystone. But it's just, you gotta be, I want to be really careful with his nails and everything. But that is just like really very nicely detailed. The blood, the paint job, and the paint application is amazing. I was thoroughly impressed with this, and I'll put that hand on in just a moment. Here's the certificate of authenticity. As you can see, Death Sentence edition, 77 of 125. Let me put him down safely on the COA there. I guess we could start from the ground up with this guy. The skulls, I love the skulls all over the base. And his toenails and Sydney Death. I need to catch up on my Judge Dredd characters. I don't know much about Judge Death, so I don't want to ruin the lore of him and tell you the wrong things. So, but I will tell you he is an amazing looking statue, that's for sure. And I love it. And usually I know a lot about the statues that I get, but Judge Dredd I just recently started to kind of get into and trying to read and stuff. But I believe Judge Death is a former judge who might have been killed by Dredd, I'm not sure. But someone will put in the comments. But it comes with many different ways to display it. Here's another cool one. I don't think this was part of the exclusive. I think the exclusive was just the head with the eyes gouged out. But this is cool too because it shows that he killed a judge here. He's got the judge's helmet, and the detail on this is amazing too. If you look at the cracks in the helmet from where his nails went through, just like the cracks in the back of the skull there with the blood. Oh, just so cool. It's amazing. So, two different heads there. I like the head hand right here, which I'll probably display it with because it's just crazy. The helmet hand is pretty cool too. Don't get me wrong, the helmet hand is nice. And, okay, so it came with all these pieces, which I'll get into in a bit. So, there's 4 hands and 2 heads. There's the second head, of course, with the smile, grin, shit-eating grin. This guy also is a magnet, and he comes off. It's a strong magnet, thank God. As you see the magnet in there. So he goes right on nicely. And it looks so cool. Obviously, Judge Dredd has like the eagle, and Judge Death has like almost like a dragon or something. It looks like a dragon, but two differences. So yeah, I'm gonna before I start reviewing some more, I want to switch out the head. I'm gonna put the different head on there because I like the head. This is cool too, the head with the shit-eating grin on it. But I also like the the head with, as you see, magnet, and then the magnet up there, of course. But I also like the head with the open mouth, like he's laughing his ass off at what he just did, the evil that he just did. That's also a really cool head. I like that a lot. And the ideal way I want to display him, these magnets, mind you, are very strong. Very strong magnets. So it was very good. This statue was engineered very good. Pop Culture Shock, every now and then they just come out with a grail and they knock it out of the park and leave you amazed in awe. And this is definitely one of those grails. That is awesome, with him laughing his ass off as he just killed a judge. That is so cool. Just looks amazing. And they started off with this grail and they just followed up with this grail. Once in a while there's a statue that has its issues, but every statue company has its hiccups. And they might have some ordering problems with their website sometimes, but you know what, when you get pieces like this, it's kind of worth dealing with the pain in the ass of the website flaws. So I mean, the detail on this is amazing. The base looks so cool, the muddy base with the skulls and the rocks, and his tombstone there's Sydney Death. His feet, the detail on the gloss on the nails, the paint on the metallic paint on his costume is amazing. His super skinny legs, like because he's a skeleton, with these gigantic knee pads like the judges wear. It's just hilarious. He doesn't have boots, but he's got the giant knee pads. And then it just goes right up into this crazy belt buckle. Instead of dreads type belt buckle with the American flag, he's got, you know, this like crazy bat belt buckle, bat skeleton, something, I don't know. And he's got all his pouches, which look totally different from Judge Dredd's, but the detail is great, like the straps on the back of the buckles. On the back of the knee pads, the belt buckles holding them on. And then his elbow pads. Just so cool. And the buckle on the elbow pad. The detail on his claws is amazing. The paint application is perfect. His badge, which says Death instead of Dread. The bones on his shoulder pads. The paint looks like real bones. So everything else is shiny and glossy, but the bone looks like actual bone. Really, really nice craftsmanship on that. And then, of course, his other shoulder pad with the dragon. Really cool. And just the detail on his helmet and his teeth and the glossiness on his mouth, the tongue, and his lips. Just crazy. Crazy, crazy, phenomenal detail, phenomenal craftsmanship. Unbelievable. So I'll give you a side-by-side with the heads as best I can here. And you see the head with the shit-eating grin and the head where he's like roaring or laughing his ass off, one or the other. So there you go. You get your choice of the two heads. You have another hand that you could display right here. Look at the claws, look at that. Look at the nails, look at the paint, look at the color, look at the detail. Just amazing. Of course, magnet. So you can have him like with both arms stretched open like that, you know, but I'm leaving that on there. You know, of course, and you have the helmets with him clawing out the eyes of the judge's head or the helmet. Just an amazing statue. The detail is amazing. They just didn't skip a beat on anything. The paint application is phenomenal. The sculpt is perfect. I believe Jerry actually sculpted this one. If not, it was probably John Cleary or someone else, but I'm pretty sure it was Jerry. This is just amazing. It looks perfect with the Judge Dredd diorama. So I would definitely, if I was to give this statue a rating on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm not kidding you, I'm serious. I can't find a problem with this statue. It's got heft to it for such a skinny guy. I'd give it a perfect 10 out of 10. If you're a Judge Dredd fan, this is a definite 10 out of 10 for you. If you're familiar with the character, everything looks accurate from what I've seen in the comics. On his costume, it looks accurate to the character. And the base looks amazing. The base doesn't have too much going on, but I think it's perfect. It's got just the right amount. Yeah, definite 10 out of 10 for this statue. This guy was a definite 10 out of 10. I passed on him, and I was lucky to get hooked up. I got this artist proof. So, you know, I will never second guess a Judge Dredd piece. I'm very happy with this line. Very happy with a lot of stuff that Jerry does. And these guys are just amazing together. I'm going to try and figure out a way to fit them in the Besta. We'll see. I don't know, it might be too tight because they both got wide bases. But, as I said, the statue gets a Statue Hunter 75 rating of 10 out of 10, definitely. If you're thinking about getting this, definitely get it. It's worth it. Alright guys, have a good evening, and thanks for watching.